The air conditioning is on. It will make noise. It's hot. I need the cooling. Alright, we're going, which is fine. I can hold this right. We're good. I know. I'll do it this way. What I normally do to check to see if stream is running is that I share the stream in Wanye's Discord. Because we're kind of like one united community, except for the fact that I'm not playing in his friend Minecraft server. Blame the laptop. But what I do is I just click the link and open it myself in that via the internet browser, and usually you can scroll back up and hit done. But for some reason, it wouldn't let me scroll up anymore. It just didn't let me. I scrolled down because I want to make sure it actually loads, because sometimes scrolling down makes it actually start. I don't understand how that works. It just does. And then from there, I scroll back up, hit done, and then I'm back at normal Discord. It wouldn't let me scroll up, and it kept trying to move the freaking recommended video stuff at the bottom. So I just closed Discord entirely. Whatever works, right? Whatever works. But yeah, welcome back to Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. The Donkey Kong game that nobody else in the world is currently playing because they're all obsessed with Donkey Kong 64. I probably should have waited like a month to play DK64 myself. At this point, I guess it'd be around 2 months since I played that, huh? That's just my own time thing. Well! I should have waited, and then I could do it on NSO and save clips and all that. It would give me the excuse I need to actually upgrade to the expansion pass. And open up the doors to N64 and GameCube stuff. That'd be fun. Wish you could play Virtual Boy stuff without the $100 headgear. And be able to capture it. Nah. Anyway, we're not here to get what, like 101% in Donkey Kong 64. We're here to get some percentage in returns. Probably 200 and, judging by the turbo, 3? I don't know. I still need to look up to see like what the actual requirements are for 100% stuff, because like if I need the golds, then I'm not doing it on stream. Maybe off stream, probably not. If it's just beat them, silvers are fine, maybe bronzes, I wouldn't mind doing another full run again. Take the load off a little bit from this, because we're starting with mirror mode on the temple levels, because on my last stream of this, I forgot to do the first temple level in mirror mode because I was just going in order and getting really mad about the time trials in boost mode, and then, you know, I kind of forgot about it when I tried to do the time trial for the first boss, and I never wanted to play it again. So, you know, now that we're not distracted and going off to a whole different world without doing this, let's mirror mode the first and second temple, and then make our way to the boss in World 2, because we've done everything else up to that point. This will be the hardest level so far in this mirror mode challenge! I forgot about that part. So, this is where I'm going to start worrying a little bit when it comes to actually doing mirror mode. Because, from what I can tell, there is no way to heal at all in mirror mode except for purposely taking an L and going to a checkpoint. And temple levels don't have checkpoints. Now luckily, due to their difficulty, they tend to be a bit more on the short side. So maybe some of these won't be so bad, especially because we're not worrying about puzzle pieces this time. We're just trying to get to the end. We've done all this before, and it's gonna be a little bit easier because now we're just focused on clearing the level. That's all that matters. I guess to flex though. I can still get a free one-up without even trying. You have to remember the fact that in order to enemy bounce high up, you actually have to press the button again, not just hold. I have to keep telling myself that because I inevitably always forget at some point. Like, ruins everything. And I think that's first try. This will be very difficult. This will be the hardest thing in the world. Definitely no first try. Now that's interesting. Playing that again, it gave me like a light blue orb that doesn't exist. So I think normally you get the red orb from there. So that's how they deal with the repeat orbs. They don't just give you the original orb again. Strange. Alright. Next up, since we're already done with that one. Oh, we haven't done 2-7 yet. I forgot. I thought we did 2-7, but no. I finished 2-6, clearly still angry. Vic shows up and I get stuck in a tangent for a half hour. Right, 2-7. Okay, so, ooh, this one. This is the one with the crashing wave. It's all coming back. You gotta remember, I gotta get Kong letters. Puzzle pieces we don't have to worry about, but Kong letters are still important. So I still gotta get those again. No, my bananas. Got a Kong letter by pure accident. Uh-oh. That was close. That was way too close. I did not enjoy that at all. But it worked. I am alive. Hey. I'm ready for a shock. Also, you know how I was always going back trying to get the puzzle pieces on my initial playthrough? The puzzle pieces, from what I can see, they persist between modes. So if you get a puzzle piece in the normal mode, you don't have to get it again in mirror mode. Ow. So yeah, it's probably easier just to get it in normal mode and be done with it, but I could have gone in mirror mode as the backtrack route. I still don't like how the roll is sometimes unresponsive. When you're turning around, the game decides that no, you will not actually be rolling. And sometimes I want to quickly turn on a dime and... I want to quickly turn on a dime and swap direction, but the game says, no, you're not allowed to do that, actually. Ah! You're not allowed to quickly turn around and roll away. You can't just dodge things like that. What are you, crazy? And perhaps I am, but it'd be very nice. It'd be very nice if I could actually do that. But it's one of those cases where the game's like, yeah, no. That makes me a little frustrated with the controls of this game because they expect surprisingly quick movement in your platforming. But, moveset doesn't seem quite refined enough at points. Again, I complain about my responsiveness issues. Damn it! I almost made it. That's the kind of shit you have to do for time trials, by the way. I'm trying to say, the controls are sometimes not responsive enough to pull off some of the stuff they expect of the player! You also can't really easily turn around mid-roll. You're kind of locked into it for a while, even when you jump. Because jumping keeps your roll momentum. So you can't just roll haphazardly. The game wants you to go fast at some point, and I'm also being very impatient, so... Yes, it is partially a skill issue, but never you mind. Never you mind. Ow. Alright. Ooh, that was close. There we go. There we go. And done. I hit it so early, it looked like I didn't get a bonus at all. That's really funny. It's like, no bonus! But... no, I got the banana bonus. It's not like I really need the extra life bonus or anything, because I have max coins, I can buy lives super easily from Cranky, and I have 96 of them anyway. So, like, I'm probably fine. Alright. First boss of the stream. Second boss total. We have the pirate crabs. The boss fight that felt oddly short when I played it the first time. That, the short run might make it a lot more reasonable. Not too many retries required, I guess, for mirror mode. Probably means this will be the easiest boss overall, because of how short and oddly simple it was. Here's the thing: the game is incredibly nice with healing. Anytime you hit a boss, there's like a 75% chance or some shit that you will get a healing item from it. You just get hurt. Bonk. Okay, fine. I'll get it here. I swear to God, sometimes they get stuck in the sand regardless. There you go. There you go, see? I bonked him the second time and it worked fine, so what the hell? Let's swim ourselves. I could have swore that's how it worked the first time. Oh, hello. I gave the stream this title for a reason. Because it's a joke about mirror mode and also a joke about these guys. Woo! Anytime I think of like a mirror mode thing, or a thing where you flip someone over in a video game, the first thing I think of is the Swedish Chef. So I want to say there's an advertisement that's been going around. It wasn't for a Disney thing in particular, I don't think. But the Muppets were in it. Like a little cameo is the Swedish Chef going bloop, bloop, bloop. I think he was talking to Stout or something. You can open up sooner than that. Bloop. Bloop. Oh! The game's telling me now. You have to roll into him at this point, you okay? Okay. I didn't trust that. See, I probably figured that out immediately on my initial run of this because I was just like, yeah. Here I am just going through, not really caring because I got a lot of hearts. And I was a bit of an idiot. Let's face it, I was being really careless a lot of the time. But then, you know. Probably good on not doing time trials, right? Bonk. I think we have one more round of the 3. I believe. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we're done. I told you, this one's weird. It feels like it should go on one more round, but it doesn't. It does 2 rounds and then it's over. Because you do 1 round with them going side to side, then they do the totem. They do 1 more round side to side, 1 by 1, then the totem. And it's very weird. You'd think it would loop around one more time. And granted, I put that very stupid, I forgot what whole rolling thing. But like, still, I feel like it should be a little longer. Especially because we have stuff like the moles coming up, where it is a longer boss fight. So like, it's a bit strange. Alright, making sure we have all the Miramon stuff done except for the temple. Let's make sure to actually do the temple level this time, unlike the first one. Let's not forget it. Now, if I remember correctly, there was one temple, either this one or maybe one of the next ones, one of the next couple, where it was oddly easy. Like, I found it easier than the first one. And looking at this, I don't think it's this one because I did not first try it. But yeah, I remember at one point during one of the temple levels, like the first half, that was stupid of me. It worked. There was one temple level where I felt like it was oddly easy, where we're like, maybe it should have been the real first one instead of what the first one actually was. So I don't know. I don't think it was this one. It was probably like World 3 or 4. Okay. I was not expecting to actually land on the enemy like that, and it sent me fucking skyrocketing in the process. I was trying to jump to move to the next platform. I bonked off the bat. Which is odd. Sure. Okay, game. Want to be like that? Fine. I'm just trying to platform, and the game doesn't like that. Noon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear! That was too early! Yeah. My memory with some of these earlier stages might also be a little bit flimsy because we have not played some of these temples in upwards of 2 months. So I want to say we started this game back in April. And we were roughly going on like a one level, like one world per stream basis, but we kind of skewed that a little bit after a point because of the different world lengths. It was not this one, that was the easy one. Or maybe it is, and I'm just having a harder time with this time for some reason. I don't know. It's probably World 3's. World 3 is the cave, right? That's the one that was oddly short. It was mostly minecart levels. I am dreading doing the bat again. Though, to be fair, that one's problem was not, you know, it's not anything that Mirror Mode would change. It's just the fact that it's... I guess Mirror would change it because I did not use any inventory items except for the dang bird for most of the run, and then I just got mad at one point. Actually, at a couple points. Skill issue, perhaps, but also F me. I don't know. There's some shenanigans going on, I'll say that much. Bonk, bonk. Alright. Focus a little bit more here. Shit, too fast, too fast! Again, you don't get to heal during these. You don't get hearts at all, so I gotta remember how this works and be real quick about it. That was the last jump. If I would have rolled, I would have been fine, but I was scared to. Damn it, now I gotta do the whole thing again. Because I did not do a roll jump at the very end of the stage. So how dare I think, you know, let's not roll in the danger at the very end for no reason. That'd be dumb. Freaking roll jumps have gotten me into trouble so far in the level. Why would I want to try that again? And the game says, no, you have to do it again because you need to go fast. And your jump sucks. So, definitely skill issue, but like... Can you blame me for being a little bit on edge? Didn't help, I only had one heart left, and I didn't know there were any more bats to come and mess with you at the very end either. And I, for one, do not trust this game sometimes. I really don't. Crust. Nothing. Right up here. And up to the end. And actually roll jump this time. There! At least it's not the barrel one yet. That's the one I'm worried about the most. That and the one lava one where it's sinking the whole time. That one's really short, though, so maybe that one won't be as much of an issue, but the barrel one in particular is gonna be bad. Alright, Ruins. This is not the short one. Is it World 4 that was short? World 4 is the short one. Yeah, because this one... World 4 is this... Yeah. It's a little bit longer, though. Yeah, this one was oddly short, because most of it, I think, was minecart stuff. Which, again, makes me wonder why the heck Time Attack was even considered, but sure. Alright. Going in order again. Wonky Waterway. As we're replaying the entire game again, basically, and we're just kind of doing a semi-casual-ish type of run, not going for collectibles or anything, I think now is a good point to start talking about news of the events in the world of video gaming, as I usually do when I have nothing else to talk about in terms of the game, and I need to do something to entertain the people at home. So, I have heard the news about Rayman. I think it was announced during the recent State of Play, because I think they had one a couple days ago. And me being a guy who only plays games on his very outdated laptop, and also Nintendo consoles, currently now I Switch 2, because of a kind effort from some friends. I do not want to talk about that all over again, because I don't want to be rambling about that for 20 minutes. Because we already had that conversation, and I repeat myself enough as is. I'm supposed to be bringing new stuff here. We're repeating enough stuff in the game now, so like, why repeat stuff anyway? So, as part of the State of Play, they announced they're remaking Rayman Legends in a sort of like Unreal Engine style, which like it does kind of ruin the charm of the initial look and everything of that. But to make up for that, it's a slightly bigger version of the original Legends, but it also comes with an enhanced port of Rayman Origins. I believe it's not like $60 or $70. So like, damn. Like, okay, you know what? That's cool. I appreciate that. I might actually play that when it comes to Switch 2 because there is a Switch 2 edition for it. I'm actually kind of considering it. There has been some controversy about it though, because A, the art style difference has gotten some people on edge. Second, there's a bit of a controversy about how they're marketing this game. Because they're doing the Insane Trilogy thing where it's like, we're using this remake to gauge the interest in the Rayman brand, and we'll use this as a basis to see if there's any interest in an actual new Rayman game. And I'm like, I get it. I really do. And it did work for Crash, who did have a comeback for a while before it suddenly kind of died off again, let's face it. But Spyro did the exact same thing around the exact same time, and even though I think the Spyro re-release trilogy did well, we never got a new Spyro. Not like it matters too much to me, I was more of a Crash guy anyway. But I don't know, given how Ubisoft just kind of is. Let's face it, Ubisoft just kind of is. You'd think, like, it's fairly obvious how people feel about Rayman, considering the fact that he was kind of pushed away from his own series for a while because of the Rabbids. And then he was brought back as like an extra DLC character for Mario & Rabbids Sparks of Hope. And everyone was excited about that. So, you know, just that alone should have been enough of a gauge to be like, hey, yeah, people want Rayman, clearly. Let's do a Rayman thing. It's also his anniversary coming up, too. We can do a huge celebration. And I thought they just did that, because they did a whole, like, Rayman collection. Which, like, is a very common trend I've noticed, where they do a lot of remakes and collections as of late. Mega Man's pretty much exhausted his whole series doing that. Bubsy did that. Rayman did that. Sonic did it with Origins, much to our dismay. Like, collections and remakes and such are very in, because it's basically free money. Like, the Rayman and... oh, man. Rayman and Aw Man coming soon to Nintendo Wii U. Oh, all the way back? Damn it! Okay. But, I liked what they did with the collections for Bubsy and Rayman, because they added some behind-the-scenes stuff. They had multiple versions of the different games. And in the case of Rayman, they also included one of the early prototypes, which was cool. That was nice. Shame about the music, but fine. I will say this. That alone, and people alone talking about that, and being super hyped about Rayman being in Mario & Rabbids, that should be enough of a gauge to determine that people really want Rayman to come back on a major capacity. So, why are they relying on the remake has to do good mentality? Like, that seems a little bit much, you know? I mean, if you look on social media for more than 5 minutes, you'd see that people really want to see Rayman again. And then you just did an anniversary collection with almost every version of Rayman throughout its whole history. So, like, people miss him. And we've been wanting, was it Rayman 4 for like 25 years? I don't know. Time goes by way too fast. It's hard to tell. It means that people have indeed very much missed Rayman. Pretty much ever since he got sidelined in this whole series. Because the Rabbids took a different direction and absolutely ruined everything for the poor limbless fellow. But then he came back with Legends and Origins and everyone loved it. And then they just did nothing. They did nothing with him when he came back after that for some reason, and I don't know why. It's like major missed opportunity. It's like, people love Rayman. They've loved him for fucking forever. And yet, for some reason, they never capitalize on it. Now they're relying on a remake to do more Rayman stuff, and I see the controversy already. I see the whole foundation of it. That's how you know you don't really have much consumer trust when people are like, oh boy, here we go. But again, that's just Ubisoft for you. Can't really trust him with much, it feels like. It's a bit of an issue. Damn it. I can make this. There we go, made it. Walk on letters? Walk on letters. Maybe like, oh, knock letters, I guess. They're backwards. Ah, yes, this part. The weird spinning head mini game. Whee! Ooh, perfect! Perfect! Didn't even need the safety barrels. Alright. This is going well, don't you think? But yeah, I understand the whole foundation of the controversy. It'd be less controversial if it wasn't Ubisoft, let's be fair. And I don't want to come off as some Nintendo shill or anything, but like, the way Nintendo does it, I think, is a little bit better. Because what they do is that they usually have some smaller project, either handled by like a very small team, or something that was probably already done like 3 years ago and just sitting in their vault. And then as they're working on a new entry for their series, they release the smaller project to, you know, build interest in the brand again, just naturally, mind you. No freaking begging online about it. And it's like, they're not gonna just cancel a new game or anything because a port didn't sell well. Like, wow, that was quick. Even they understand that, you know, smaller releases and ports and whatnot are definitely free money. Even they understand that, everyone understands that. But they're not basing if they're gonna do a new entry on the smaller project in most cases. Like I think Chibi Robo's Ziplash is the one instance where they even potentially came to mind. It did not go well, and I don't think they ever tried to pull that shit again. You know? Here's hoping we get a new Chibi Robo at some point. Chibi Robo is very Pikmin-like in my eyes. Kind of a similar thing there. It's just more like, what if Pikmin was a 3D platformer? And then Ziplash happened after a bunch of side games that were, when I could tell, mostly just kind of okay. Mostly forgotten about, some for good reason. I get it. I don't know. Like, generally speaking, when Nintendo does like a re-release type deal, it's like in most cases it's just like, hey, we're already gonna be doing this thing. Let's make sure people are aware of the brand, and also give fans a little something to you know, a little appetizer, if you will, for the main course. What a fun way to land that crab. Alright, yeah, Nintendo kind of has this pattern where anytime they want to do like a thing for a big series of theirs, they do a smaller release first. And they were mainly doing this in the Switch generation, because they already saw they had a bunch of stuff in the Wii U they wanted to actually be able to sell. So they're like, okay, let's port a lot of the Wii U stuff over to Switch. Not everything made it over, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Nintendo Land. But you know, it's fine. What they do, generally speaking, is that they do a smaller release, like a port or a small game, just something to gain interest naturally. It's more natural than trying to be like, yeah, we're gauging the whole interest in the series off of this remake and nothing else. And plus, with a lot of the Wii U to Switch ports, most of the work's already done because the games are already made. I think it's a generally good marketing idea. So, like, you get stuff like the Link's Awakening remake before... I say this every time. I've said this like 3 different times now, and I think it still holds true. So we got the Link's Awakening remake before Echoes of Wisdom. I remembered the name, finally. I did. We got Pikmin 3 Deluxe before Pikmin 4, Mario U Deluxe before Mario Wonder. The Metroid 2 remake before Dread. Metroid 5, technically? It's been kind of a pattern for a while in that regard. But Ubisoft, being how they are, don't really think of it that way, clearly. And even then, wasn't there like a whole Assassin's Creed thing that didn't do so hot, and they maybe canceled one recently or something? What that happened with Prince of Persia, like it was close to being done, and then they canceled it because layoffs and whatnot. I feel like Ubisoft be the type of company that would pull shit like that all the time. Which is a little bit unfortunate, but also it's Ubisoft. We don't expect the best from them, which is probably why people were immediately dogpiling on them for how they're doing the whole, like, Rayman's interested in on this remake. You know? Which again is stupid because it's the anniversary. Maybe I'm not the best at articulating my thoughts, and no matter how many times I repeat them. Maybe I'm just being dumb, or I'm missing some really obvious factor. Or maybe just come a Nintendo shell. It's not perfect, I can acknowledge them not being perfect, but... it kind of feels like they're better than the competition a lot of the time. Which is, sad to say. Like, I'll give Nintendo this. They have not raised their online service once, in terms of... they've not raised the price of it once. It's like, a yearly subscription for the basic plan has always been $20. The expansion pass has always been $50. That has not changed ever, and they've only added more stuff to it. More games, more extra stuff like Nintendo Today, and Nintendo Music, which recently finally got Mario Kart World. Yes! But, yeah. They're not like all those companies from, like, literally every streaming thing ever, whether it be Game Pass, or Disney Plus, or Netflix, or anything of the sort, where it's like, hey, we're gonna raise our prices by like $20 a month over the course of a year, every year for all perpetuity. It's like, oh my god. Like, I will give them props where they are due, but sometimes they do not deserve props. I will at least say it's better than the Wii U era, where you need to be part of some creator program in order to do Nintendo stuff, I think, and that was kind of stupid. So, like, I don't know. Oh yeah, these little guys! I love these little guys. Shh. I'm going too fast. I cannot afford to go fast. Now, I'm probably still gonna get the Legends remake, even just for Origins alone. Because as much as I've been talking about how Rayman is so wonderful and so influential for the 2D platformer scene and how beautiful the games are, I still have to play it myself. It's not like I was never interested, I will make it perfectly clear. I have shown interest, but it was just something I never played. That's happened a lot, though. That's happened a lot, though. Damn it. I thought they'd be in the backer for a little longer. See, now I'm gonna try to put my money where my mouth is and actually support Rayman. Just because I want to actually play the games, and not because the company's freaking guilt-tripping me. It feels so wrong doing it, though, because it's like... Oh, you complain about them doing financial blackmail of the series, you're gonna support them anyway because you want to play the game. It's like, okay. Like, there's no winning here. Like, I'm not gonna go out and track down a Wii U copy of Legends, okay? I shall die diagonally, said DK as he just suddenly fell into the abyss of the foreground. But yeah, I have been wanting to play a Rayman game proper for quite some time. I did play a little bit of Rayman 2 back in high school because my chemistry teacher was running a gaming group and he had a bunch of PS2 games. Like, whole setup for that, and nobody bothered to play it except for me. One time. So I played like the first like half hour of Rayman 2 and I found it quite enjoyable. So, you know. And of course I watched TRG play through the Rayman Origins and Legends stuff, and again, it fueled my interest, but I never got the games for myself for whatever reason. And honestly, I think as much as I want to play them, I don't want every game I get to be kind of just waiting around on a shelf somewhere until I stream it. I think Rayman's going to be one of those series, this is the Legends thing, be one of those games where I play on my own off stream. Not just because I want to play more than 2 hours at a time, but also, Legends has something called music levels, where they take remixes of licensed music and have you play levels to the music. But I don't want to have to deal with copyright issues during the stream, and that'd be a problem. So I'm not gonna worry about that at all. I'm just gonna play the game. I already have to deal with enough copyright shenanigans when it comes to Nintendo Directs, because I had to mute the sizzle reels because they could get flagged. For some reason, they do licensed music for that, and it's annoying. But perfect segue! Nintendo Direct is being rumored to be next week, which makes a lot of sense because we just had the Sony State of Play. We have Summer Game Fest, I think next week, actually. A bunch of different presentations and shows. It's E3 season! It's basically E3 season! We miss E3 a lot, but like, not only did the pandemic just kind of put the final nail in the coffin, but like, it already felt like it was kind of pointless anyway, because we had Nintendo doing Directs, and then every other company started copying them. Because as much as people complain about Nintendo doing things, a lot of companies sure love to copy them. Especially you, Sony! Nintendo's gotta be doing something right if Sony's just trying to copy them outside of making games. I may not have a Sony console, but I will happily clown on Sony because it is funny. They've been doing the PlayStation has no game since the PS3, and it's only rung more true now. What, the PS5 is like, what, 8 exclusive games? And anytime they get an exclusive, there's a chance it becomes like a PC thing as well, within like a year. So it doesn't even stay exclusive for very long. Like, Astro Bot is like the one thing that's just permanently stuck. So like, come on. It's okay to clown at Sony. We can make fun of Sony. I think it's deserved more on Nintendo at least. Nintendo doesn't get their freaking online hacked every other week. We still remember when Sony had like a 3-month-long shutdown of PSN because of a hack. Never happens here for us! Yeah! The plumber never has that happen to him! Well, that being said, I do enjoy some Sony franchises, even though a lot of them have went multi-platform. Crash Bandicoot. But then again, I should be also playing some other games that are widely known as being PlayStation, but are not as much anymore. Like maybe I should play some of these other series I missed out on. Maybe I should actually play a freaking Ratchet and Clank game. I had the opportunity back in high school to maybe try out Ratchet 2, but then I didn't. I didn't. I watched Josh Jepson play it. It looked like fun, but I don't think most of the games were multi-console at the time. I think they're still largely a Sony thing, which sucks. But one day I will play a Ratchet and Clank game, and I will be very happy. Because it does look like a lot of fun. It's just not too many opportunities to. It's kind of a Sony thing. And you would think that Switch 2 is expensive. Look at every other console ever. They're freaking like, not the Steam Deck, but like they're doing like a Steam console. What's it called? The Steam Box or whatever the fuck. But like, because of the AI chip storage nonsense, like it straight up cost. For responsiveness is a problem. My roll jump is not working. And I need that to get the. Oh, hello. Probably a checkpoint right there. I should probably grab first. But because of all the stuff revolving around AI and the chip shortage and how literally everything about AI is evil. There's like no good side to it whatsoever, it feels like. I don't care if your AI can diagnose cancer early. Most of which is being used for slop and burning everything else down. Like, I used to be of the opinion that AI did have its uses, but like, now I don't think it's worth the cost. I would love to be able to have a planet to live on, guys. Hello? So, like, apologies for being a little concerned about these freaking corporate billionaires not giving a shit about the people who actually give them money. I'm gonna see if there's a checkpoint up ahead and then backtrack, because I don't think it's gonna go well doing that again. There's gotta be a checkpoint. Yeah, I knew it. Grab this, go back to the letter. Stop wasting our time playing half the damn level again. And then I get it first try. Good job, me. As soon as all the pressure's off. As if it was really pressure to begin with. What? Now to go back for the yo. The trade-off. The trade-off is real. It's all about balance. But yeah, I'm not wanting to get a new console at the moment. Especially not for companies that have basically nothing to offer. People complain about game keycards when Nintendo did it for Switch 2 stuff, and I think it's really stupid. But like, Sony and Microsoft have been doing it for years, and there hasn't been nearly as much backlash. Mainly because Nintendo actively advertised it and got a lot of eyes on it. And they have a larger install base than Sony or Xbox at the current moment. And companies will do everything in their power to shit on Nintendo, even when it's not fully justified, because, you know, every little mistake Nintendo ever does needs to be utterly scrutinized, even if it's not really a mistake. Game keycards are a mistake, don't get me wrong, but like, you know, we blow a lot of things out of proportion when it doesn't really deserve it, or when other companies are doing actively worse shit and not getting nearly as much backlash for it. So, like, I don't know. It's not fair treatment, I suppose. They were not attacking otherwise. So what else did you want me to do? Just throw him that guy. Come and get me! Goodbye! That one there wasn't even on the ground! What the hell is up with him? Hello! Goodbye! There we go. I got him down. I understand them fully. Bum. He was gone again. What? Arrow. I'm not afraid to use it. See? I used it. I wasn't afraid. We're pretty close to the end now, I think. I think now's an enemy gauntlet. Right, I cannot heal here because mirror mode's a cruel mode. But assuming there is a direct next week, rumors are saying Tuesday, which, you know, I think we are due for a direct. I need to get a bingo card ready for the time when they actually do it. So... oh dear. There we go. That was close. Ah, the monkey! There's a monkey that came out of the ground! Oh no! But yeah, I gotta make a direct bingo, and I didn't go back for the. Oh god damn it! I thought I did. No, I gotta play the level again. I was too distracted. The consequences of getting that checkpoint have been quite major indeed. Man. Oh well. But yeah, I do need to actually get around to making a bingo card for this one. Oh, weird. Because like what I've been doing for the past few directs is that I see the announcement like 2 days before it happens, because Nintendo should do this like a week prior and they don't. For some ungodly reason. And now they're announcing directs in the opposite direction, where it's a shadow drop, basically. Star Fox. Stupid. So dumb. It's incredibly dumb. I don't like it. We wanted more time. You don't like when we announce our directs? Okay, we'll change it. Monkeys call curls. Like, I prefer if they give us like a week's notice, you know? I prefer a little bit more time to prep. And if we're already doing rumor stuff, I might as well start prepping now. Because, you know, given the fact that every other company's doing theirs, and it's E3 season, or the remnants of it, I suppose. I think it's fair that I do, in fact, make a bingo card now instead of worrying about it later. The thing is... I'm not entirely sure what I want to do for the bingo card, honestly. It's like, what could they really be doing? Because a lot of the games that I tend to put on the bingo card have kind of just happened now. It might be too soon to call new entries in other series. I'm still gonna put Pikmin on there because I always do. Like, any amount of Pikmin things are good. I do enjoy me some good plant men. I can toss around to collect fruit and other miscellaneous objects. Damn it. I'm still gonna put Kid Icarus on there. I'm still gonna put F-Zero on there. I think F-Zero 99 is definitely the smaller game to hype up a new F-Zero. And then they put GX on NSO recently-ish. I think so. It's about time for that, don't you think? And speaking as a guy who's never played F-Zero. Nintendo fan doesn't play Nintendo games. Biggest fear of Nintendo fan games. Oh no! It's like, okay. It's not my fault. I have enough racing games on the table as is. I have Mario Kart World. I have Sonic Racing Cross World. I'm gonna be getting Kirby Air Riders because that's part of the whole racing game trifecta that sort of happened like last year. For some reason. And now I actually can get Air Riders, so, you know, I win. Hey, Vix. Let's see if I can get the O before getting the checkpoint so we don't have to replay the stage again. Hooray! I have learned from my mistakes that I shouldn't be making because I played this level. I guess this will be my third time playing through it. Maybe fourth. I may have missed a puzzle piece. I don't remember. Guess his 20% spawn chance succeeded. Ow! You know, I know these things are the same like biter species as these over here. Basically, they're just yellow. Because you have the red ones, you have the blue ones, you have the yellow ones. But because of their extra brown on the back there, they look like hedgehogs or sandshrew or something, you know? They look totally different in my eyes to the rest of them. And not just because they're looking at you from a direct 90-degree angle and the rest are 45, but like, still, they do look different, it feels like. I don't know, maybe it's just the Pokemon brain rot. Speaking of iffy business practices. Having a good time? Generally so. I'm struggling this level more than I should be, and I already had to freaking replay it because I went to this checkpoint to go back for the O because I died for it like 3 different times, and I didn't want to keep replaying the level from the start again. But then on one of my respawns to the checkpoint like this, I forgot to get the O, so I had to replay the stage again. So I've been on this stage for like a solid 25 minutes, I think. Which has actually been longer than all of the tempo levels so far combined. All 2 of them. So, needless to say, this is harder than a tempo level. Skill issue and me trying to rush. But, like, you understand why I'm not doing time attack stuff now, right? Because, like, waiting around for these things to work exactly right, and sometimes they don't cooperate. And just sheer recklessness on my part, like that. He's not going well. I had 99 lives at the start of stream today. I was at 96 when I started this level. Now look at me. A shameful performance by the game guy. So now I'm just talking about... Okay. Now I'm just talking about potential stuff for a rumored direct that is possibly happening next Tuesday or something. Because it is that time of the year, it is E3 season. At least the remnants of it, as I like to call it. Rest in peace, E3. You became kind of pointless, and then you were a casualty of, the cursed times. I think we'll just call it the cursed times, because, honestly, the cursed times kind of just wraps up this whole decade, honestly. Like, the 2020s have been absolutely cursed. But anyway, it's around that time, so I gotta think about what I'm gonna do for predictions, because we're definitely getting a June Direct. Like, it's entirely clear. It's like, we didn't get one in February, and... We didn't get one in February, and we don't really know much about Nintendo's plans for the latter half of the year. Like, what we have? We have Star Fox in July. And there's a Fire Emblem that I don't think we have an official release date for yet that I think is coming out this year? Maybe it's early next year, I don't remember. They might not have even said that much. They might have just said coming soon or something, but like, you know, it's a thing they're doing. We don't know when it's coming out specifically yet, so there's that. And what, Splatoon Raiders, I think, is this year. And that's it. I think Splatoon Raiders is August or something. So dude, it was the worst time in everyone's life so far. This decade's been horrible. It started out terrible, and it just has not recovered, and now it's bad for partially different reasons now, because, you know, AI is ruining everything. I have my least favorite decade of existence. Of my current existence, anyway, not so much all existence. I'm sure there are definitely worse out there, generally speaking, but, like, I don't know for how much back-to-back, like, awfulness this decade has given us, and the fact that I know this decade from experience, unlike stuff like, the Great Depression and things, I was not even conceived back then. I wasn't even so much as half of my dad's genetic data. Like, dare not say the actual name of the cell in question because it would probably get my stream major something. But, from experience alone, this decade's been absolutely terrible, and I'm not sure, if you could realistically do worse. Let's face it, it's been just bad. I don't think there's been a single good year of this decade so far. Every single year has been bad to some degree. It's like, I don't know. There's no winning. There's no winning here. Yeah, the 1940s might have been kind of bad. And, you know, probably worse overall than this. But then again, we're also kind of semi-reliving it at this rate. But again, also, I have more experience, and therefore I have bias. So, you know, it's comparable at least. The worst decade of my life, bar none. All three of them have experienced, all 3 decades of experience. And we're only a little over halfway done with this one. It's gonna take a lot to top the sheer misery the 2020s have been. And knowing how things have been going, we'll probably get that. And try to distract myself in any way possible by just having fun on the internet. As long as it lasts. As if that isn't slowly collapsing too. Everything good about the world is disappearing. Let's talk happy now. Let's try to recover some of the mood, at least. It's like, yeah, let's maybe not talk about how we're possibly living through the end times, because, my god, everything is just... I will shut up now. But, now it feels weird to pivot back into the direct talk. It's like, now I've talked about just everything in the past, like, 6 years just being absolute awful. Now it's like, let's talk about Nintendo stuff. Yippee! The yippee wahoo plumber man. The total mood whiplash. It's like, okay. That's how you know he's a super out of touch Nintendo guy. Oh boy. The tism has gotten me yet again. Oh, but man, it has been rough. So we're trying to look for any sort of silver lining in entertainment. Any sort of good entertainment we can get is definitely very much helpful. Especially when you got people to share it with. Gotta build some form of community in these trying times. Dang it! Clear sirens the moment 2030 starts. I mean, at this rate, we might see it sooner than that. I shouldn't joke about that, but like, dark humor is the only kind of humor I really have on me right now. I've spent the rest. I have exhausted the rest by telling the same 3 jokes over and over again. I have nothing else. But yeah, let's move on. So, what do you think we're gonna get in the direct? Oh man. But yeah, I assume we are going to be getting a direct either next week or the week after. It makes logical sense considering we skipped it in February. And okay. Quickly, summon a new joke. What if I recycle another joke and disguise it as my own? Delightfully devilish, AGG. I was originally gonna do like a whole like plankton thing for SpongeBob, where he's like what was it, like something malfactors or whatever. But then it just became steamed hams, so like fuck it, we'll go with that. We'll just go with steamed hams. That makes sense. But yeah. Back to the potential Nintendo Direct that will no doubt happen, as I've said they really need to do because we skipped February. I need to slow down first off. Remember when I struggled a whole crap ton on the bat level, where the hitboxes are kind of screwy? I don't think you were right there for that one live, but you might have watched the VOD for that. You're gonna experience that one again, but flipped, because oh god, that's the next world. We're close to that point. That's probably gonna happen either late this stream or somewhat early next stream, and I'm not looking forward to it. By far one of my least favorite levels in the whole game, but okay, potential stuff for a direct. I obviously have my stuff that I want to keep putting on here for like series revivals, so like Kid Icarus, which I've never played, F-Zero, which I've never played, and I'm also gonna get burning on freaking racing games anyway. So I'm probably not gonna pick it up regardless. Nintendo fans' worst fear: games! Of course I'm gonna put Pikmin on there because that's one of my favorite Nintendo franchises of all time. I'm glad it's getting more attention. Thing is, I feel like we're still a little bit too soon for a new, like, Zelda we got fairly recently. The 3D Mario team worked on Bonanza, so they're probably not gonna have a new 3D Mario ready unless it's by a new team. Yoshi got his time with the book, and I want to get that because that game looks like fun. Like, Yoshi the Mysterious Book. That looks like my type of game. It's perfect stream material, I believe. So, you know, I want to get that. You don't... Yeah, I think I saw it. It's hard to type fast. It's hard to play games fast, too. We both need to slow down. Take your time. It's okay. I understand you're working on not quite optimal mobile device typing, I suppose. And you're also running off of like a 15-second stream delay to begin with. I'm going too fast for both of us to keep up with. So, like, oh, don't worry. Take your time if you need. I probably shouldn't even be looking at chat right now anyway, because I can barely even focus on the game as is. I'm talking too much about Nintendo while playing a Nintendo game. So, like, you know, it was just bound to happen. The cruelest thing about Mirror Mode is just the fact that the game does not let you have healing items. You can't bring in stuff from your inventory, and there's no hearts in the levels at all, which is going to make some of the bosses even more of a problem. The final boss is probably going to take me maybe a full stream in itself. And I'm not looking forward to this stupid worm. You'll know what I mean by stupid worm pretty soon. I don't remember if it was this world. I don't think, yeah, the cave one was the moles on the mine carts. We're gonna go, and then we're gonna fail, and then we're gonna try again. Like, I don't get other Kongs for jump assistance and extra health. I don't get hearts in the level at all. I can knock that guy into the freaking unknown, apparently. Why did I never think about doing that? Huh. God damn it! now I'm just being really dumb. Yeah, I gotta think about what I'm gonna do for a direct. And usually what normally happens... God damn it, I swear I pressed the jump button. At least the pig doesn't taunt me anymore after 5 total deaths. At least the game's worth that much. But, usually when I do my Nintendo Direct bingos, I kind of have to slap them together, you know? Like, I get the announcement, and then I spend, like, a good little while over the next, like, 2 total days they give us, trying to put something together for a bingo card. And for a while, like, I would usually at least struggle with, like, a total of a row of stuff. Like, 5 things maybe to fill in the card. But then all of the stuff that were kind of long shots that I would just put into mainly block bingos more than anything, it happened outside of the main direct, so I can't put Star Fox on there realistically anymore. I can't put him on there now. And then stuff like 2D or 3D Mario, I think it's a little too soon for that still. Zelda, also too soon. PK just happened, Yoshi just happened. Rhythm Heaven is gonna be pretty soon. I think that's coming up soon. I forget the exact date for that. I want to get that so bad. I don't remember they giving us a release date on that one yet. I probably just forgot. Tomodachi Life happened. It's like all of these things that I mainly just use to make bingos harder are gone. It's like, what do I have? What do I have for stuff I can put on the bingo realistically? Or even just not realistically, just to fill in space. We have Layton, we have Pikmin because it's a mainstay. We have Kid Icarus with F-Zero. We have some joke about cloud software, I guess, bring cloud editions. Like what happened with Kingdom Hearts, which sucks. I guess I could put game key cards there instead, because it's kind of the same idea. But like that stuff alone is probably only taking up about like half of the board. I have like nothing else I could realistically put on there because like all the stuff I was hoping could maybe make an appearance has already been announced. I remember freaking out when Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven were announced on the same stream. The same direct, I got both of them, and they were my long shots. I still didn't get a bingo on that stream. I still didn't get a bingo on that direct. But but now I gotta think about what I could possibly put on there, because like, what could I do? Like, Kirby, yeah. It's like the 3D Mario team did Bonanza, so they're probably not gonna have a 3D Mario ready. We got Wonder not too long ago, especially with the deal. I forgot the first Pong letter. Dang it. I can't wait for a new episode to be outside Cinema Direct. Like, not even that, potentially. Like, announcing a thing on Twitter is one thing. I find it annoying. It's pointless to friend direct, you know? Like, fine, whatever. I'm still a bit frustrated over the Star Fox one being a shadow drop direct 10 minutes before it went live. What the hell? That is the wrong direction, Nintendo. We wanted more time between the announcement and the direct, not basically none. Hello? I made the monkey's paw joke before you got here. I'm not gonna make it again. I repeat jokes enough as is. You missed it. You should have been here earlier, man. You just missed it. Oh man. But yeah, I can't put Star Fox on the bingo anymore unless I want to expect a whole nother announcement from them. Like, we got a full mini direct for that game alone. They're not gonna do another one like that. Like, I predicted it would have happened for Kirby Air Riders, but that was the exception. That was because of Sakurai being Sakurai. Because I was just waiting for them to announce they put Top Ride in the thing, because they wanted to put every mode from every air ride thing ever. All one of them. I missed the Kong letter again. What am I doing? Where in the world is the Kong letter? How have I missed the Kong letter twice now? What is wrong with me? Is it just up here? Am I dumb? No, because this is where the barrel cannon was. Where is it? It's not one of those things. What did I miss? What did I do? What did I do? What'd I do? What the hell? What did I miss? Where is my precious Kong letter? It's not here. This is this. I thought that was a bonus room. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that little thing was a bonus room. And we don't need to do those anymore because they're for puzzle pieces and they stay between modes, so I don't need to worry about that. And usually the Kong letters are a bit more obvious than that. So can you blame me? I wanted to put a Sonic Line response. The only one that came to mind was, barely made it, which is close to being applicable, but no. Speaking of Sonic, probably going to be getting a Sonic Central pretty soon. It's going to be fun. Probably, there's a chance we get a Sonic announcement in the Summer Games Fest, actually. Because we did get... We've gotten Sonic announcements there before, because we got Superstars there, didn't we? That was announced during one of those? So, that might be when we finally see Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. See what that's all about. See if my prediction about an episode Shadow for that game, we'll see if that ends up being correct. This is the one main prediction I have about that game, because, like, it's like the one level in Shadow Generations that doesn't tie back to anything Shadow's been in. So, you know, adding a Shadow thing also makes it more justifiable to upgrade, I suppose. It makes sense. Is that the one thing I have? Is a prediction on that. I want to see it come to fruition. I'm not the best at predicting things, so if I can get a prediction right just once, I say as if I haven't gotten like 4 or 5 bingo spots before in these direct announcements. I'll get a bingo someday. And I'm not gonna get one in a cheap manner either. I wanna get one of the long shots correct and get a bingo that way. I wanna earn it! Yeah, I heard about that. Like, the UK added a few murals for Sonic. And, you know, people were obviously doing... It was a mixed opinion. You have one side being like, ooh, they're planning something big for the 35th, oh boy! And you have one side being like, that looks bad. And it just turns around to being model discourse again, god damn it. We could use a new model. That is a major truth about the Sonic franchise. It needs new models. We've been holding on to effectively the same model since 2005. And as much as I appreciate Sonic Team improving the animations and renders as of late, I'm just gonna say it. Shadow Gens will look a lot cooler if it wasn't forced side mouth stuff from the limitations of the model, because there is no front mouth to my knowledge. Like, don't try to make it look like the movie specifically. Don't try to make it look exactly like the movies or anything. As much as you're trying to take all the stuff from the movies, like the electric aura that Sonic has in Frontiers, is because of the movies. It's ruined that part of Sonic discourse forever, because it's all about Sonic is lightning, Sonic is the wind. That whole argument on Twitter for freaking 3 straight years. Meh. It totally justifies Sonic being an electric type. Sonic's a pure normal type, and maybe we'll give the electric type to Movie Sonic as a regional form. And we leave it at that. He's a normal type because he gets the same type attack bonus on extreme speed. Fuck you. You've probably seen that discourse at least. My main input on that is the fact that A, Sonic would be pure normal type, but get a lot of flying moves like acrobatics and bounce, and you know what? Even Hurricane. I'll give him Hurricane. But he's not flying type. He wouldn't get stabbed. He's not Tails. But I will say Sonic would get flame charged by TM because of the fire somersault in SA2. Because he gets an upgrade, he gets a ring, which gives him to do a fire somersault. And I think flame charge would be a nice parallel to that. Plus, it buffs his speed by 1 stage, making him even faster. I love the fact that I was just rambling about random Sonic stuff and just kind of breezed through that temple level. That's the super easy one that should have been the first one. I knew it was around here somewhere. I knew it was around here somewhere. It's even easier. You don't have to worry about puzzle pieces. I don't think I first tried it on the initial run, but I think I first tried it this time without even really thinking about it. I got hit once out of just being reckless and not paying attention, but then I was just... zoom. That should have been the first temple. Bird! Alright, let's see if I remember how this boss works. Ah, yes! You're like the Corolla guys in the final level of the game. I pick up the explosives, you throw at me, and I throw them back, and then you get mad. And then I think this is one of the bosses I also thought was a little bit too quick. Because the crab one, I feel like needed one more cycle. I think this one's also in a similar boat. I guess you can do that. I think this one also needed pretty quick, so... Oh yes, this part. Now the platforms are lower! Ooh, nope, don't get that one. I think more time that's on that one, actually. Woo, hi! We need one more. That's the full fight, I think, maybe. That was me being reckless. I thought I maybe would have been safe there. Whoa! Whoop. Dang it. Oh dear. Yeah, that was maybe a little bit greedy on that one, but oh well. Skip. I don't remember this fight being too bad either. That was just me being a bit hasty, I suppose. DK, pick it up. Hold the button. Remember when I said I had problems with the control response in this half the time? Uh-oh! Whoop! Nice try. Whenever I hear about Twitter Discord story, I recall looking back at other sites and seeing the comments as being them, which you saw on Twitter, which shut up. Yeah, it feels like that a lot of the time. To be fair, that kind of sums up the fan base as a whole. It feels like the Sonic community has been known for being weird and toxic and overall not fun. Well, I missed. Oh, I missed! Where's that? Oh dear! I'm a very angry bird! I should get a mobile game! Alright. Gotcha. Well, we're gonna turn around. Yeah, I was cornered, basically. Alright. It was easier when I could take more hits and therefore kind of brute force it. I was close the first time, I swear! There we go. Oh, missed. I wish you could aim upwards. Yeah, just get under him and just toss that way. But no. DK, grab the thing when I push the button too, please. Thank you. Ha! There you go. Wrecked. That's actually. What? That's why I kept dropping it. I kept knocking it out of my hand. I didn't realize he was doing that. Huh. That's funny. I thought DK was just not holding on to it for whatever reason, but no, he was actually just dropping it because he got hit with another one. That's actually... I was not expecting to immediately turn around and go back. Oh no, the cursed life count. That means I'm gonna get it this run like with the bat. Oh no! Oh no, it's happening again. Turn around, DK. Remember when I said the controls sometimes don't feel super responsive, especially when it comes to turning around, generally speaking? Yeah, it's still true. I expected it multiple times in one session too. You know, for time trials. So like, there's no winging. It happened again. He could bonk. Oh. Gonna let him. Oh dear. It was not a good spot for me. Oh. Okay, I'm past the cursed life count. We're fine. Everything's fine now. We're good. Now to actually win, please. One victorious battle, please. When he's directly above me, I really don't feel comfortable hitting him with X. It's not great. Eh. I could this though. Yoink. Oh, I missed! No, I missed! Come on, buddy. Try again. Ha! You thought you could do your fire spread, but no! I stopped you! Hi! He flew into that one! See, I told you, it's normally a quick fight. I was probably one hit away before on the first attempt, and then I just didn't. Told you the fight normally ends fast. When I actually managed to do it, it's like, oh, you've been doing this for too long, just take me! I'm clipping that, that was funny. Alright, that should mean that World 3 is done. Well, the mirror modes. Alright, we have time for some of World 4. I don't want to just get the bat out of the way now, but just take all of these that I can hold. There you go. I could afford to spend all of the coins. And remember, just because it can't see you doesn't mean it can't hurl a pickaxe right at your head. As long as I carry this big stick, no one will mess with me. Alright. I don't know if we're gonna fully finish the cave this stream. It might be a tomorrow thing. But at the very least, by the end of the week, we'll have definitely gotten past World 6. I know I'm speaking too soon, but World 4 is not that long. It's also proof that time trials were not thought through very well. I have a big head, little arms. I'm just not sure how well this plan was thought through. Alright. And now you see why time attack is not exactly great for this game. Most of the cave is this. There's also some rocket barrels in here as well that I'm not looking forward to, but generally it's a lot of that. Maybe some stuff like this where it might be justified, and then it's right back on the minecart. And nothing ever happened. Damn it, I missed the O! You know, I spent like 45 coins getting all the extra lives. I'm gonna be back at 999 before the end of the stream, just you watch. Whee! Whee! Whoops! Well, you shouldn't even try to jump over that. I was hoping to bonk off it. Did not work. Weird, I could do some speedrun kind of tech when the pressure's all off and I'm not doing time trial stuff. But as soon as you put a timer on the screen, oh boy! Welcome to Super Hell! And even then... Even then, I think I'm still trying to rush things too much. That's on me. I have no doubt that part of the time attack stuff I'm struggling with is, skill issue. But also a part of it is just the game, A, not being built entirely for it, and B, just control issues. Generally minor control issues for casual gameplay, but you want to speedrun it with like 1 second. 1 second of freedom to mess up. Like damn near perfection. What the fuck do you expect? I wanted to bonk on the bat. It was a bad idea. I should have just not done that. I should have just ignored him and moved on. What's wrong with me? The bat is none of my concern. Alright. Just ignore. Yep. There we go. Calling letter. Alright. Not going for the puzzle piece, we don't need it. Okay, I'll grab it anyway because it's easy to get to. I was trying to just jump into one of these barrels to get it done faster, which you probably have to do for time trials. Get me out of here! But yeah, I gotta think about how I'm gonna do the direct bingo this time because I don't really have much I could realistically put on there. Nintendo is full of surprises, though. We could get something. We could get something quite interesting indeed. Alright, next level. Maybe we could theory craft together. It's like, I'm just gonna be doing effectively auto-scrollers for most of this, so I got nothing to do. Bonus room, we don't need that. Puzzle piece. A lot more simple when you're not going for the puzzle pieces, I'll say that much. Just calling letters is perfectly fine. Whee! See? It's going very well. That being said, I was about to say I could use a checkpoint, and the game provided. I mean, I probably could guess the checkpoint would have been there because I've played the level before, but also I don't remember. Shh. You don't know either? Making bingo cards is hard. I also am thinking of maybe doing a live reaction to the Sonic Central this year, because I've been doing, like, highlight post-commentary, not post-commentary, but, like, edited reactions for the Sonic Centrals the last few times. I'm thinking I might want to try actually going for... Oh. No, you're trying to go for N. That's the next con letter. But I'm thinking I might go for like a live reaction this year. And I think last year I had like a mock-up checklist thing I did in MS Paint in like 5 minutes. And I did like a rank at the end. I kind of want to do something like that again, but make it a bingo. And I think I did a bingo on was it Partner Showcase or something? I don't remember. I think I did a bingo where it was a 3x3. It was more of a tic-tac-toe board. I don't remember if that was like a live reaction thing or was that just something I did for fun. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure I did one. 3x3 for some reason. And I feel like that make more sense for something that's more focused on one series like Sonic instead of an overall like Nintendo Direct. Nintendo Direct, I'm going for the full 5x5, obviously. But for Sonic, I think the 3x3 is fine. So that one's gonna be easy to do. The problem is, I gotta think of stuff to fill in like half a bingo board for the Nintendo Direct, and I have basically nothing to fill that spot with. Because all of the freaking gotchas, God, all of the freaking gotchas of like, oh, you think you're gonna get a bingo? Well, you're gonna have to freaking call this random bullshit that's never gonna happen. Like, I already put those on there. I can't just do that for the entire bingo, or else I'm gonna get nothing. And like, what could there be? What am I missing? For being a filthy casual Nintendo fan who's afraid of games. I should have went in that. I should have went in that. I should have went in. Dang it! Anytime I kind of pause and say "dang it" like that, I just think about Madagascar 2, where they're all talking about they're all talking about dating while they're on the plane. Like other guys? What do you mean, other guys? Darn it! Oh, damn, I forgot again! We're in the second half of the year, which... Okay, yeah, Deltarune Chapter 5. I could put that in the Direct. Because wasn't 3 and 4's, like, proper announcement and release date stuff all on the Switch 2 Direct? So, like, Deltarune being in a Nintendo Direct is not entirely out of the question. Not entirely impossible. That's one spot. I gotta fill in like 8 more. I have like 8 more spots. It's not gonna be easy. It's like it was easy before, but a lot of the stuff that was just kind of filler half the time anyway. Now it's worse. Next year, I think I'm gonna have an easy time filling in a bingo card because it's gonna be more around the time when we can expect a new Mario. But you know. Script form, yes, Nintendo releases or publishes something rated M. Oh my gosh. They finally update the mature N64 NSO thing again. They put... I don't think Conker's Bad Fur Day's on there yet, is it? They'll put that on there. That's our rated M announcement. A Pride Month thing. A Pride Month square. Has Nintendo done much Pride stuff? I don't think there's been any of that in a Direct, at least. I can't put that on the bingo card. See, we're running out of ideas. We gotta think about stuff that they'd realistically be putting on Twitter and getting backlash from half the people online. They would never put that in a Direct. Let's be honest. They could. Tomodachi Life should have been released in June! God damn it! They missed the opportunity! I was scratching my ear. As far as the Madagascar 2 thing, I forgot you're dealing with slow typing with stream delay. The jokes are all ruined now. I will admit, that joke went way over my head as a kid. Oh man. That's what they should do! We recently got an announcement for like a re-release of a bunch of Toy Story games, including a remaster of Toy Story 3, right? They need to remaster the Madagascar tie-in game! Dude! Melman's helicopter spin, dude! Okay. enough jokes. Oh, that would be so funny now. In this age of everything getting remastered and re-released because it's free money and low dev time. It'd be really funny. It'd be really funny to see Madagascar do that. It, I think of that game specifically because the freaking Twitter repost accounts always doing like they don't make video games like this anymore, and it's that same montage of Madagascar. And the same types of accounts are like, they don't make cartoons like this anymore. It's either the freaking Pink Panther painting thing, or it's that one Looney Tune, I think. Might have been a different thing, where it's the dog in the jail and he escapes by going to the TV. But like notably, the video sped up by like 25% because it's built for like the ADHD crowd. Because we gotta keep your attention for like a solid minute and a half. How do we do that? Speed everything up. Sensory overload. I mean, it works the first time, sure, but then you put it on my timeline like 3 times over the course of a month, I get tired. All you do is repost stuff, like, come on. Let's be a little bit more original with your, they don't make stuff like they used to. I'll give them props. There was the one time that they posted a Chili Willy cartoon where Polar Bear's trying to sneak fish and there's a dog that's trying to sleep. And again, they also do the fast forward thing. So when the Polar Bear has to sing lullabies to put the dog back to sleep, it's just like, it's like, what the fuck? They probably already posted that like 5 times as well. I'll probably see it again in a couple weeks. Like, who knows? The Madagascar game would be it would be pretty humorous. It would be quite funny. Imagine playing Sonic Generations at 25% higher speed. Just constant speed shoes. Oh god. Imagine the turbo mode for this game. But they put it in a Sonic game where you're already going super fast as is. Oh boy, here we go, Rocket Barrel! I don't think this is the one with the bat yet. I could be wrong. Me and the Rocket Barrel, we don't get along. We don't get along very well at all. It's like, it's kind of like Jetpack Joyride with a little bit more of the unfairness that is Flappy Bird. We're talking old mobile game terms. But those were popular back when this game first came out, right? I don't remember. But the hitboxes are not kind with the Rocket Barrel. I still have the clip of the stupid bat. I could show that if we don't play that stage today, I'll at least share the clip again. So you can see how rough the hitbox is sometimes with the barrel. Because, it is very cruel and I am not happy about it. It might be the next level. Because this one seems to be very mole-focused. I remember I had to replay this one because one of the puzzle pieces I think was doing this. Yep, I missed that puzzle piece in the first go-around, and I was not looking forward to getting it. Now look at me. I've played this game before! Alright. G. Panic a little bit. And survive. There we go. So that one was the simple one. That one was the simple one. That's not the one I'm worried about. I think that's the next one. And then when you inevitably die like 5 times because every single hit with the Rocket Barrel's a one-shot, you don't have the freaking protective juice. Which, yes, that's what it is. Crash Guard juice. It's like the banana juice, but blue. But, Oh my gosh. I call them the knock tokens. This is backwards. That's not Kong letters, they're knock letters. Just spelled dumb. Yeah, this is it. This is the level. I knew it was around here somewhere. I think it's the last level in this world minus the temple. Oh boy, here we go! Ready to endure this for the rest of the stream? I hope you are! This will be the worst. Because I remember one of the Kong letters is during... The knock letters is during one of these segments where the bat is chasing you and he spews out sound waves. And they have a very unforgiving hitbox. Also, that happens now. They fly now, they fly now. Alright. Gotta focus up here, because, like, the first half isn't really the bad part. I just, you know, I was just bad. But no, the freaking bat chase in the second half, that's when it's gonna get me. That's when things are gonna go awry. Just you watch. This part's the simple part. Don't crash in the ceiling like I did. Preferably don't crash into the floor either. There we go. From here, this is where it gets bad. And not just because of that guy I forgot moves. That's also not the bad part. So you go up, you go down. You go up. Love you. Stay up, then go down. Damn it! You get no leniency on the barrel, dude. You get no leniency with the rocket barrel at all. And the game dares, it dares have the pigs the white flag of surrender, offering you super after 5 deaths when the rocket barrel kills you. And like, you're gonna die here at least 10 times if you're not gonna skip the level, dude. Come on. That puzzle piece I remember being a bit of a pain. I love you keep those when you die. This Kong letter, oh boy. Here it is! Here's the part. You get through here. It shows up again, like right. Oh, shit, this checkpoint actually. I forgot that was the second checkpoint. This part. Starts off fine. Starts off chill. There he is! There he is! This is the part that's gonna keep us here the rest of the stream. I died like 40 times here because these sound waves. You're supposedly luring him to you, but then it's very weird to dodge them from there, and sometimes he doesn't fully lock onto you, I guess. It's weird. I've gotten cornered by these before. It doesn't help that you also have to be freaking moving up or down consistently while he's doing there, else you're fucked. Apparently. How dare you even think to possibly react after he shoots one out when you know he's locked in place? There's a Kong letter in here, by the way. Yeah, not happening, clearly. I doubt it's gonna take me 30 tries again, but my god. Here's the Kong letter. And he does that! I forgot about that attack! I forgot about that. That was right at the end, too, so god damn it, you were kind of right. But it also felt like a major fluke that I did that well, honestly. Because it is a very cruel barrel. They should have had the hearts matter still, instead of it being a one-shot. Because this does not feel very fair indeed. Damn it. That's a little bit of the unfair hitboxes, but you can still tell I hit the sound wave, right? Here's one point. If it doesn't happen here, I'll show the clip. And you'll see why I hate this part so much, besides the bat being kind of screwy. And the game being very punishing for no real reason. That was kind of it. Not as clear, but that was pretty close. So, the Soundwave hitboxes are actually big rectangles. Even in the empty space where the wave is dissipating, that's a full, solid rectangle. Miss the Kong letter! You wonder why I hate this part. This is the worst part in the entirety of the caves, and I think maybe not my least favorite level in the game, but it's pretty dang close. It is pretty dang close. And I didn't use Crash Guard to cheese it on the first run. I wanted to see how far I could get without using items, and then I just gave up on that. Minus the burn. Minus squawks. We like squawks. But, like, now I have to do it without the Crash Guard anyway. So, like, I have to do what I did again. Add on the fact that I had to replay the level anyway because I missed a freaking puzzle piece here, I think. So I had to do this shit again, I think. If I remember correctly. Yep. Very, very evil Kong letter there. And they don't save upon death like the puzzle pieces do. Should have put the Kong letter, like, here. No. Should have. Good, smart. There! You saw that! I didn't touch the sound wave at all, and it still blew me up because of the fucking hitbox being stupid. It doesn't match the graphic at all. It's annoying as hell, and I hate it. I hate his back. I hate his back so much. Fuck this level. I hate this level so much because this one section is bullshit. Calm down. Calm down, you're getting angry like the first time, but also you get very mad whenever the game does shit. It's like out of your control, and you lose because it's something that's not your fault, it's toy design bullshit, and It was either do that and miss the Kong letter, or get the Kong letter and die anyway. That Kong letter is the worst. Worst Kong letter in the whole game, bar none. It happened to... No. Bad. I was trying to preemptively steal from the ceiling. I was too early. No, that was my fault, but no. Bad game. Bad game on that sound wave. Fuck you. Bad game. I'm just trying to lure him to sit up here so I can go for the Kong letter unopposed, but the game's not gonna let me do that. So unreasonable, dude. I let go. I can't drop down faster. What the fuck? I wonder why I hate this fucking level so much. If I could move like an actual proper video game here, this wouldn't be so bad. Maybe. That didn't hit me? Sure. We're done. Points to Toho. I believe those games, you have a 1 pixel hitbox. You can graze things. Would be nice here! Seventh time I can't tell if the hitbox is the barrel, DK, or both. I hate that barrel so much. Alright, It's always preferable being larger. Yeah, there needs to be more lenience there, especially considering the freaking hitbox and the stupid sound waves were evil and bad. I think overall I died like 15 less times here, but still the worst level in the freaking. Ugh. That might be my least favorite level in the whole game. I'm glad it's over. You know what? We did just cross 2 hours, so I normally would stop here. But I think I'm gonna at least finish World 4 since we're so close. Plus, I don't want to forget the temple level again like I did the first time. So I don't want to make that mistake again, so I might as well get it done now while it's on my mind. And this time I don't get Diddy Kong or Dixie Kong help me glide! Or get extra hearts! I should be fine though. I don't remember this level being too bad I forgot the respect in that one. Flare hitbox aren't just a pixel when I see them, they are small. I know there are some shmups like that that do have a 1 pixel hitbox. I thought Toho was one of them. Could have sworn it was. Ikaruga, I think, is one of them too. Just the bullet hells in general. When they, it's true for when they brought that gameplay style over to Sonic Frontiers as well. Luckily enough for us. I don't think the temple here was that bad overall. Worth it. Shit. So small delay. Yeah, I figured it'd be a small dot because there's so much shit you have to dodge. It makes sense to be at least a little bit forgiving in that regard. Still hard as hell because it's a bullet hell. It's kind of, you know, how those work, you know. Damn it. Relax a little bit here. Go. Ooh, I forgot that one slammed down early. So I had to wait there on the second one. Damn it! I thought I could. Whatever. Oh! Aren't you glad I'm doing this now to get it over with? I've played Mario Maker a little harder than this. I'll be fine. I've beaten all these before. It's okay. No, I don't need other freaking Kongs to help me through this. I got this. Everyone goes down. Then go. In 2 games they play, there are 2 playable characters. I think one of them a very slightly larger hitbox. They probably had like the character probably had like bigger projectiles or did more damage or something to compensate, right? Or was it just a hard move for the sake of a hard move? Which I don't mind, but like, surely there's some sort of balance there, right? Weird. Shit! Ooh! Oh my gosh. There goes the DK impression again. Okay. Ooh, I forgot to go back. I wish I had another heart. It would be nice. Oh no! Do not slip off! DK! Not no! Damn it! That was right at the end too, I think. God damn it, I was so close. I almost had that. Ah, it was right there. Oh man. I wouldn't have taken the really stupid hit at the start. Right about there, I would have made it. Shoot! Woo! 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 Gorilla in swimming pool gif spinning around. Suddenly this became a freaking Vernius video. Alright. Good here. Okay. Alright. Relax a bit. Don't get too hasty. You got too hasty! For a friend group that has gained the habit of voicing dialogue in unvoiced games, someone is streaming in Discord chat. I'm guessing half the voices are incredibly feminine and other like really streamer-based ways of saying these words. I'm trying way too hard to do funny Bark Skeletor voices. I will never be droid. Ow! I will never be droid. I've been recently watching through the VODs of Signal Simulator that Joel did. Because I know there's one moment in particular where it's like, check the bathroom. And he gets really scared. I want to watch the full context as it happens. I don't know which stream he did it in, but I want to see it when it happens. So far, I've watched the first VOD. And the chat keeps telling me to check the bathroom all the dang time, but he's like, there's nothing in the bathroom! He's not taking him seriously at all. It's like it's building up to that moment, but I haven't seen it yet. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be funny seeing it. And I'm waiting for it to be a moment where there's not actually anything there, and he's just hamming up a reaction. And then people make the animations and green screens about it. Fuck. That'd just be funny. There was nothing there all along. Because it's funny. Joey, do the funny bathroom scream again. That gave me a laugh. It was a hoot. Oh man. I'm scared to jump. Ooh, both at once. Love to see it. Shit! I'm trying to avoid that! No! No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, I was trying. I jumped to where the dodge is, and I had to go back, and it followed me. Follow me. Set me free. Trust me and we will escape from the city. I was so close that one time. I think it was just the energy from referencing Billy and Mandy. And then I just haven't been able to get back there since. Go! Go, DK, go! Too fast, DK! So whack, in the entire season of 20 games, like one male character showed up throughout them. It was primarily a male friend group. Oh boy, I imagine how well that goes. Oh! Bonk. I thought that was too late, but I did. I made it. Too bad it won't matter in like 10 seconds. Scratch that, make it 2. It was bound to happen. I gotta focus up a little bit here. Sad part is I think this is one of the easier temple levels, so it's going to get worse from here! How did I make that jump? Normally the game's not that lenient when it comes to the jumps. I thought I was gonna bonk off or something, but nope, I'm okay. I'm fine. I made it. I'm not jumping for that, it's too high. Go. T-I double ga Alright. Okay. Go. Do not jump then. Now. Uh-oh. Okay. Take the free opportunity. Whoa! No! It was all so close together. That was the last obstacle, I think. Ah, man! That was so close! I've been denied my victory! No! Woo! That's what I was expecting to happen. Minus actually taking a hit during that. The spikes will hitbox on the side there. That's awkward. Okay. I think after we're done with the temple, though, I think, well, stream's already long as is. I think we will do the boss after this. And besides, it's nothing wrong with a longer stream. I already said I would do this stage to get it off my mind. Not forget about it. But, like, now it's taking me 15 minutes over stream length. So, like, I've already this far in, so screw it. Okay. That's the point where I would press the rewind button. But I don't hit that. Shit. Oh, come on, game. They were retracting. I'm distressed. You had no way of healing across the entirety of mirror mode. So I have one free hit. And the worst part? The extra heart is a thing for modern mode. In classic, you can't get hit at all. You have to perfect every level. Needless to say, I'm not doing that. This is enough for me, thanks. I am a filthy scrub. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. That should have been an L right there. I panicked. I wasn't expecting to actually land that. At the very least, I don't have to worry about a game over anytime soon because I have so many lives and you do get bananas here, so. At least do get more tries. Damn it! Part of me wants to do like a harsh cutoff time anyway. Just be like, if I don't get it within this certain amount of time, I'm just going to risk forgetting by accident. Like, what to stop for now, you know? Well, friend's basically dead at this point. I was thinking I was doing a lot better at this stage than a few minutes ago, and then I get hit immediately upon thinking it, so the curse is not just saying it, it's just the idea of possibly uttering the words that screws you up. So as long as I think I'm terrible at video games, then maybe I'll actually win. Maybe with enough reverse psychology, I can actually beat this level. Then again, I've beaten Mario Maker levels harder than this, so you know, make of that what you will. Come on! Run me back to one of these again. I will say, though, I'm glad I'm using the Switch 2 Joy-Cons for this, because the responsiveness of the buttons is at least better than the Pro Controller D-pad for Switch 1. So, Oh! I thought I would be able to squeeze past that! No! Yeah, I know that. I might as well take the L. Yeah. Let's see. We'll give it another 10 minutes. If I don't even get vaguely close within 10 minutes, then we'll call it. I think a half hour over is probably plenty enough. Speaking of random achievements that really don't matter too much in the grand scheme of things, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart Tour. Tour's still going. I still play it, but like, I don't do videos on it anymore. It has worn out its welcome. Mario Kart World recently, and I've been doing the time trials there. I have officially beaten all the staff ghosts with a really stupid build. I used to main Waluigi with the Rob Hog. A sort of like all-rounder type build. which is not the best for time trials and not good in general, it feels like. Like, the mini turbo stat is so bad on it that in order for the drift to not actively be slower than not drifting at all, you have to at least get a yellow mini turbo. You gotta get the orange, you gotta get level 2. Level 1, you're still wasting more time as compared to if you didn't drift at all. And then there's stuff like Salty Speedway, where, like, to beat the Ghost Time Trial, when I did that one, I actively avoided doing any of the mushroom cuts or special tricks or anything. It was actively faster to just go straight in the water than it was to do any of the tricks on land. We gotta try all the cool speedrunning tricks to bounce up walls and everything, and I wasn't the best at them, but, you know, I didn't think that even succeeding at one would still lose me a full second overall. So, what I did was I drifted as little as possible. I only drifted like the big turn near the start of the lap. Anytime I was in water, I would turn very shallow angles, very slight turns of the stick, and mostly just go straight, no drifting at all on the water. Then use my mushrooms towards the end of the lap just to get past that a little bit quicker because I'm not as quick in the water. And I beat the ghost by a half second. It is faster not to do the mushroom cuts and special tricks if you're playing a build like I did. Meanwhile, my friend, actually both of my friends who teamed up to give me a Switch 2, they both made Bowser Jr. I think one of them uses the Mach Rocket bike. I think the other one might use a rally bike. They're pretty similar in stats. Basically, higher acceleration, lower max speed. And definitely a lot better in terms of handling a mini turbo. A lot better than Waluigi, I'll say that much. It's a shame, too. I did like playing as Road Ruffy and Waluigi with the Rob Hog. It felt right. From an aesthetic standpoint. Gameplay standpoint's a whole other thing, but like, just from the— How did that hit me? But just from the look of it, it felt right, and then it just wasn't. It was wrong for time trials, and it's wrong in our personal races because they do all the cool tricks, and I physically can't do most of them. The only one of the special tricks I ever managed to pull off with that build, even vaguely consistently, is the one supercut in Bowser's Castle where you kind of wall ride on the control panel, jump off to bounce on a wall, then bounce off the directional sign, and you can cut this massive turn. It's like kind of incredible to pull it off. I just go for this. I gotta just go for this jump. I'm scared. I'm so scared, dude. I'm so scared. Okay, go down. No! Damn it! Ah! Fuck! Okay. Oh, come on, I jumped! You saw that! Go for it! No, no, no! Who are you? Those bats? I can't tell what those are. They kind of look like the bats from earlier, but spin around so fast. I didn't realize they were freaking alive. I thought they were just obstacles for a while. What? What? You have to roll jump that in order to make it across in enough time. But the hitbox is bad on spikes. We've seen that before. It's not cool, game. Too early. I'm taking the L. This sucks. This sucks not having any extra help. It really does. Watch, tomorrow I come back and this I get first try. I'd be so pissed. Oh boy. You ever get that feeling when you're watching someone play a game and... Shit! Too early! Damn it! You ever get that feeling when you're watching someone play a game and you're just like clenched thinking, like, wondering if they're gonna make it or not? Like, you see me like somewhat taking my time trying to get through this and struggling. I'm so close to the end and I just fail right at the end and you're like, ah! Like, do you feel the same kind of agony that I'm feeling in a way? Even though you're not playing it? Like, is it a shared feeling? Because, like, I feel like I've had that feeling watching, whoa! Fuck. I feel like I've had that feeling watching some people play games. The sort of second-hand butt clench. It's like, I don't need to be clenching. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not playing the game, but, like, you know, I'm still on the edge of my seat, dude. Still crazy. I think it's tense for me. It might be tense for you. I was gonna hit regardless. So, like, I'm just gonna take it. To an extent, yeah, it's a shared feeling. Definitely not as much as me every time playing a stage, but, good to know I'm not alone. Damn it! I thought I would land the guy! Putting too much faith into the game to make sense. Worst part is, I think it's only gonna get worse from here, I feel. The question is, is this gonna be harder than World 9-9, but it's gonna be close. I feel like most of their temples aren't going to be so bad, though. Ooh, I do not like that jump in the slightest. I really do not like it at all. Good thing I did not try for that. I would have gotten hit. What? How'd that hit me? Nope. I'm so dead. Oh, okay. I don't know how I made that. I shouldn't have made that. Damn it! Imagine being the architect of this building. All right. We have hit the 2.5 hour mark. This is the last try. And then we're gonna call it for now. I think I've been streaming long enough. I'm on this for about half an hour. They do not mess around with the temples. They do not. not gonna make it this round, I'll tell you that much. I'll save you the time. Yeah. You know what? That felt like a really stupid one. We'll do one more. You deserve a better one than that one as the final one. Come on. We can agree on that. That was just lame. That was just lame. Worst part is there are normally parts in this level where you get hearts. It's not a thing in mirror mode. You get nothing. You wonder why I'm doing this in classic? I'm not doing this in classic. I'm doing it in modern. That's why. Just imagine it perfectly. I already can't heal as is. Imagine having to do this all in one go. Like, that's not reasonable, right? It's crazy. It's so scary, dude. Try not to get scared.
Yes, we need wobbling, floating platforms with rotating and moving spikes on them. We will challenge the Kong lineage so they can earn their way to the golden banana that warps them into Kong heaven. Or something of the sort. We gotta protect these orbs somehow, and Jimmy didn't do the best job designing the one in the last world. So we gotta up the ante a little bit.
I don't know where I was fully going with that voice. It was just like I had to, like some big wig type voice. It's like,
Yes. How would we torture the Kong family today? I know, spikes! Everywhere spikes! And whirling, twirling platforms, and make sure they don't get any healing going into this. They'll be skewered for sure.
you know? Okay, here's the slippery one. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. Go for it! Take the hit and just accept it! There's just so much. There's so much in this level, dude. So another skewer thing. Oh, there's sinks, there's sinks, there's sinks, there's sinks! I think this is safe ground. This is safe ground. Oh god, this thing! I forgot about this thing! I forgot about this part! One more try, baby! Let's go! Yeah! Woo! That one more try! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. I feel kind of numb, actually. Oh my god. I probably just spooked my cats upstairs. Oh, and the crazy part is, we're only about halfway done with the game. We still have worlds 5 through 9, and there's still more temple levels. There's gonna be more of this. We haven't done the Barrel of Doom where I had to go and cheese it with invincibility to beat the dang thing again. Oh god, that one's gonna be the worst one, I think. Ooh. Okay. Okay, you know what? Let's end on a high note. That was good. Oh my god. Cranky!
Give me a shot of those banana coins. I have pills to buy.
Sure. Here, take them all. I don't need them. I don't need them at all. Here. There we go.
Glad I can help my grandson overcome this deadly challenge they're staying for a little cash money.
Alright, that's gonna be it for tonight. Wow! Holy shit! all because I had a really dumb one as my supposed last, and I'm like, nope, we gotta do one more. I'm not ending on that bad of a note. If I would have died, like, you know, back in the last spot I normally did, I would have just taken it and left, and we would have come back and just spent like half the stream doing it. But one more try. That's the kind of moment. That's the kind of moment you really want to see when you're grinding on a challenge for a half hour or longer, and you're getting so pissed. You're right there, man. Because you're waiting for that. You're waiting for that just one more time to actually come through. These are the moments we gamers live for! Oh my god. So, okay. We're not doing the boss tonight. We're gonna come at this tomorrow. Start with the boss and mole at the same time. We're gonna start with the moles. The boss is gonna take like 10 minutes naturally. We're gonna start with this, and then we're gonna move on to the second half of the game. And it's gonna be a good time. For now, I'm going to stop the stream, drink a lot of water. I've been drinking a little bit throughout stream, but I definitely need it now. Just those kind of moments where, like a sports team, they clutch up a win in a game and they pour the freaking water cooler on the guy's head. That's the kind of mood I'm in now. Then I'm gonna eat some supper, and I'm just gonna be like, yes. I'm gonna load up Mario Kart World. I'm gonna go unlock the rest of the costumes I'm missing. And then I'm just gonna. Woo! I haven't had a win feel that good in so long, man. It's like, do you? I don't want to bring up Master King Coco again, but finally beating that was a thing. I feel like I just beat like the Grandmaster Galaxy of the game. And technically I've already done that. I have to do the perfect run now. I have to deal with a prankster comment. But that's probably not going to be till next week at least. Maybe the week after, depending on how I want to schedule things if we do get a direct. I only stream twice a week normally, Thursdays and Fridays. But if a direct happens on a Tuesday, normally if a direct happens on a day I normally stream, it replaces that day on the schedule and maybe I do Dunsparce the next day. But if it's on like a Tuesday, it wouldn't interrupt anything, so I could realistically do a 3 stream in the week type deal. It's not what I normally do, but like, and we'll see. We'll see when they actually schedule things. They might announce it on the Tuesday, and then next Thursday it's gonna be the direct, and we don't do this. But like, who knows? We'll see soon enough whether the rumors are true or not. We'll see that next week. But for now, I'll worry about the scheduling and the bingo card stuff. I don't want to bother you guys with. We're already 40 minutes over normal schedule because I want to do the freaking temple so bad. yeah, I'm gonna call it, and I'm probably gonna get started on the bingo card just to have something on paper, or I guess on JPEG. I don't know. It's digital, so it's not on paper, really. I'm over-explaining again. You get what I mean. I should shut up. Just shut up and end the stream and get some food.
I'm hungry. I'm very hungry.
I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm losing my mind here. I'm still just full of adrenaline from beating the freaking temple. I could have probably gone in the boss and beaten it by now if I first tried it. I need to just shut up and stop the stream already. God. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the mole train, and then probably all of World 5 and 6. See you then.